So it's the last day of August. No rut is happening yet. It's 10 o'clock. We're down here. We only walked around not much more than 10 minutes, really, before I found a couple bedded bulls, good-sized bulls. And here we are, hoping for some velvet to start hanging off. It's the end of the month and shedding is near. The two bulls been located this morning. Familiar with both of them. One is Beamer. He looks like he's might be ready to shed. And the second bull is a guy we call Nacho. He's blind in one eye, but it doesn't seem to faze him in the least. If I had to guess, because we do have a little bit of intel, so it's an educated guess. Found him last year, full rut on, two healthy eyes. You know, early in the rut, he was roaming around, grunting, just looking for nothing but trouble. And saw him later in the rut last year, damage to the eye. 12 months later, we get here, we locate him, and that same eye has gotten a lot worse over the winter and through the summer. It's all white now. Looks like he's totally blind in that eye, but he seems unfazed. I don't know, like I said, we've seen him before. But I would guess that he got in a fight sometime last fall. This is 12 months later. This is where he's at after a fight when he probably caught a tine in the eye, or who knows. Nacho, I'm wondering on his age, and you know, having only 2 years with him last year and this year, it's really hard to nail down his age. He might have been 4 last year, and that would make him 5 this year. But when you don't find him younger, you don't really know for sure. Talking about Beamer, last fall, found him early in the month of August. It's the only time we saw him the entire year. Yeah, and this year, we found him at least a half a dozen times already, and it's still August. Hope to see him. We never saw him with velvet off last year. Saw him once the entire season. So the difference with him from last year, besides the number of sightings, is he's bigger, more tines. He's just more of a bull moose this year. Could be in the mix for causing some trouble. So that's telling us that he's relatively young, still coming into his own, and he's probably not quite there yet. I mean, maybe he's a year away from being in his prime. Rough guess. Jury's out on that, but it's just stuff you notice when you start studying the same animal 1 year to the next, to the next. This is only 2 years with him. You really start finding out stuff when you got the same moose 5 years in a row, things like that, and even longer. What this is all building to is the start of the rut, but before any of that can get going, you know, we gotta catch them shedding the velvet. And we've been going on for a few weeks now, just because we know they're just going to be eating and resting. We know, we're used to it. But today, for the first time, we finally have what we think is a hint of what's coming. We're seeing on his right antler, down where the tines come out of the palm, seeing a couple good splitting spots on that right antler where the velvet's starting to split a little bit, and maybe a hint of it on his left brow tine. But, so does that mean tomorrow, or are we still 2 days away, or 3?
Or later today.
Or later today, when they get up. He may look for some bushes to rake on. Oh, it's a blast. As far as these little bugs buzzing around the air, there's a lot of bugs around the moose. We've been watching them since we got here. And here's how it's changed, and changed rather quickly. When we first got here, first bull we found, I mean, the back of their legs, their lower legs, get all chewed up. It's one of their spots where they don't have thick hair, and the bugs find the weak spot, and they kind of focus on it. Anyway, they get all cut up and stuff on their legs. I've been seeing that for years and years and years. And the thing is, as it gets later in the month of August, those wounds all heal up. Like these animals 3 weeks ago, you look at them from behind, they're all bloody. in their legs, and now they're all healed, but they're still bothering them. They're still buzzing around their head, but it's become a lot less in the past 2 weeks. In another week or so, right, that should be probably mostly gone. But right now, they're part of the deal. Bugs are part of the deal in the world of moose. What's the rest of the day going to be? At the moment, it depends on these two. Unless I don't know, if we decide on a plan B, but we're kind of focused on what's going to happen when these two get up. Another moose could come walking in. One thing that probably won't happen is we won't hear a grunt over there or a grunt over there or raking. You know, that's when it gets so fun. You know, you're with a bull and all of a sudden you hear a whoa, whoa. You know, it's not coming from the one you're looking at. Oh my God, that's fun. But we won't be hearing any, they're not vocalizing yet today. We haven't heard raking yet. But so we just have to plan accordingly, according to what the date is. And right now, hey, these guys are still eating and resting. We got to take what's happening right now and make what we choose to out of it. Yeah, see what's going to happen. Those two guys are pretty mellow. We've been here an hour. They're not doing anything, and like you said, they may not get up for a few more hours. But maybe a bull will come walking in. That'd be good. So sat with the bulls while they were bedded for, I don't know, more than an hour. And when they get up, what are they going to do? Are they going to just go eat? Or are they going to start raking, trying to get that velvet going? So far, they're just eating. But you got to keep looking. You got to keep hoping. It is going to happen. I mean, that's one thing's for sure. The velvet's going to come off. We just don't know if it's in the next hour or in the next day or 2 days or what it's going to be. But right now, they're nibbling away on stuff. We've been watching them do a lot of feeding, and what we're seeing them eat a lot of is Devil's Club leaves, Devil's Club berries, and when they want a tender morsel, they look above them and they find these low-hanging birch limbs with these small, tasty little green leaves, and they just nibble away at them. They seem to love them more than anything. And when you find a birch tree, you can see where other bulls have been feeding on them. You'll see these branches that used to have leaves, and they're gone. It's been a pretty good morning of filming. Got quite a bit of footage. Starting to rain a little bit and calling it a day. The shedding did not happen today, but there's always tomorrow.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.